welcome back to my channel, Mississippi Girl Gardening and Couponing and NC. I am Tamika coming at you with not an oldie but a goodie video. So in this video, we're gonna talk about mold. We're gonna talk about any type of little pests and stuff for your indoor garden. So short, sweet, simple. Mold. One of the ways to prevent mold in your indoor garden is not to overwater. Overwatering it can start mold, cause mold to, form. You want to water your plants when they are about, I'll say 2 inches from the top, the very top of soil. It's about 2 inches down. If it appears to be dry, crumbly, it's time to water them. Watering them every day when they're inside the house, you don't have to do. You don't have to do unless you are in a climate where it is extremely hot and things dry out very quickly. Then you may have to do it, twice a day. Also, not having enough sunlight, whether it's natural sunlight or whether it's artificial sunlight, which is using the grow lamps and stuff like that. Not only do sunlight helps with the growth of the plants, but it also helps to prevent mold because it keeps everything, everything moist, but not, I say kind of dampened, but not so wet to where, mold form, because mold thrives off of very moist, very moist and warm back and forth type conditions. You normally get mold. Normally you will see white mold. If you see white mold in your on your plant, I would say just take that part of the plant or that plant, depending on how much it is, and take it away and dispose of it, because it will spread from plant to plant and you don't want that. Sometimes white mold can form on the soil. What I have done, I have normally taken that part of the soil off, mainly the top, and adding a little bit of more soil around it, and then just figure out what I did to create the white mold. A lot of things that I see people do, and if y'all watch me, if you've been with me since with the garden videos last year, I saw a lot of people do this and they say it's composting. Yes, it is a type of composting. I had told you guys I don't like to do this, and growing up I used to always see my grandma toss it. When there's dead leaves and stuff, some people take those leaves, like say you got a plant and part of it is dead and dried out or whatever, they'll take it off and lay it in the pot. I don't do that. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong for anybody to do that, but I don't do that. I take that, and you can either put it on a compost or you can throw it away. Let it break down in a compost pile rather than putting the dead leaves in your soil. That can also cause mold and disease and stuff like that. So what do you do if you see mold? Like I said, I will just remove the plant, throw the plant away, or if you can take part of it that the mold is on there off. If it's very, very bad, I would throw it away. Sometimes you can see mold on the leaf of your plant, and if you take a very lightly damp paper towel and wipe it off, sometimes the plant will survive and everything like that. Let's get to pests. How do you keep pests? And let me go ahead and say this video is because I have a subscriber who commented and asked me these questions about mold and about house pests. So first, the soil. I don't use soil from outside when I am doing the house plants for y'all. I bought the soil. Y'all saw from the Lowe's thing, I bought the soil straight out the bag. I have not seen any gnats or anything like that since I had this soil, well, since I've been doing the indoor garden for y'all. But what you can do, if you still want to be safe and make sure that the soil is sterile, even if you bought it or even if it's outdoor soil, you take it, put it in your container, take it somewhere because it's going to need to drain. So don't remember you got drain holes in your container. Boil some extremely hot water. Please be careful, don't burn yourself. And then once the water is extremely boiled, this is before you put your plant or anything in it, take it and pour it into the soil. 9 times out of 10, this will kill any bugs or anything like that that's in the soil. So if you want to do that, you can do that. Then once the soil has cooled down completely and everything like that, then you can, you know, leave it. I wouldn't leave it outside because you run the risk of once it cools down, then anything from outside can go on and stuff like that. Then you can pretty safe to say that your soil is now sterile for household plants. Now, even if you do that, you still can get pests that forms just by having plants in the house. One way that you can, a natural way that you can try to spray and keep bugs and anything down, is simply to keep your plants healthy. Water, not overwater, things like that. But like I say, sometimes bugs and pests and stuff still will come. You can use, and I have to do a video on this. I know I have a video from last year about this, but you can do the bug spray. You can do it different ways. Some people just use Dawn dish soap or any type of light dish soap and water. They put a few drops of dish soap in a spray bottle with some water. They normally use that to spray around their leaves and stuff like that. You also can use the dish soap with some rosemary, a couple drops of rosemary essential oil, a couple drops of peppermint essential oil, and what's the other one? It was another one I was using, but you can do those two either or. So those are some like the natural ways that you can keep them down. Also, I have not found these, but I am looking for them. There are little plant stickers. There are like little bitty sticks, and it's sticky on both sides. And you can also put that into your plant, into your pot, and any like gnats and stuff, it will catch them, you know, because it's sticky, and you can do it that way. Also, if you want to go and buy something, there's something called diatomaceous earth. Some people use that and sprinkle it just in the bottom, just on the top of their soil, and that's supposed to help with like bugs and stuff like that. Now, I have never used that. Last year I bought 7 dust, but the thing about it is, don't quote me on the diatomaceous earth nor the 7 dust, because I don't know if you can use it for indoor plants. That's my thing. But I know for outdoor plants you can use that, and you have to follow the direction that's on the bottles, bags, containers, whatever it's in. But yeah, so I hope this answers your question about mold, how to keep mold and stuff down. Make sure that you have your proper light on, whether it's sunlight or the grow lights or whatever you're using, because that helps to keep the mold down. So yeah, and if you got anything with mold on it, I will say just throw it away. You do not want it spreading, because it will spread and mess up other plants and stuff like that. One thing that I have noticed too, those, I had already told y'all, what is it, like the little seedling start things that's made of the stuff that you can break apart and put in the soil. I have those and I'm trying to use those up, but those for some reason starts mold like crazy, and I don't like them. And I think the batch that I got, the particular batch that I got, they are even worse than they have been before. So I'm only doing plastic cell trays from here on out. Yeah, so I think that covered pretty much everything. So now we're about to, I'm gonna go ahead and add this to this video. I told you guys I had to trellis my beans, indoor beans, and so I went outside because I had these from last year. So I had these from last year, and these like the little fence thing. Well, guess what, y'all? We about to have fun and go put them over here in the indoor garden. Okay, guys, so hope you guys can see. So these are the trellis thing I have. So I am going to be putting in. See, they're back tangled again. They looking for something to latch on. So I'm going to try to untangle them without damaging them as much as possible. And I'm going to take this and set it right in the center. If it'll stay. You're latching on to me. It's the wrong person to latch on to. And then I'm going to trellis these in and out like that. Just give them something to grip to so they won't be all on each other, tangled up and everything. I could have done this before, but I didn't. So it's fine. It's getting done now. Hopefully they can find their way. I'm going to go ahead and do this one over here because it's growing more and more. And it had started trying to reach that one so it can link up with it. So, ain't that pretty, y'all? Ain't that pretty? I love it. So I have it trellised all together. Now, also in this video, I also want to bring something to y'all attention. I forgot to mention this yesterday. You remember the other day when I was transplanting? And we had the red okra that broke. Remember I told you guys I was going to put broke transplant? But we was going to stick it in the soil either way to see if it was going to survive. Which y'all, it's been about what? 4, maybe 5 days or something like that. And look. She's doing great. So like I say, anything is possible. I broke her. I broke the root off her, but she had a piece of root that was formed. I stuck it in the soil. That was a transplant. And she's doing her thing. Alright? So, yeah, so let me give y'all a close-up look of the trellising. Okay, you guys, so draw y'all back some. So this is how it looks. So I have the little fence things. I can't remember if I got these from Lowe's or whatever. But remember I showed y'all if you got a big lot, you get like a 6-pack of the wider ones for like $6 or something like that, $12 or something like that. So, but you don't even have to use this. You can, you know, you can find some cheaper ones and use that. Look, I pulled it too tight. But that'll be fine. It's just gonna latch. It was just a little thing, so it's gonna latch somewhere and continue to grow. If I can get it to come up, come on. Using one hand, y'all. Alright. So yeah, so that's the way it looks with them trellised up. And I'll just continue to guide them if need be. Which probably so. Take you and wrap you here and bring you back out there. And they'll continue to grow. Put the light back on them because like I say, make sure your light is good. If you don't want powdery mildew, not powdery mildew, yeah, so that's why I have 2 of the lights on this one because it has more stuff. So yeah, y'all. Oh, I got an example. Let me show y'all. Alright. Good example. So these are the radishes. You see this right here? That's kind of some mildew forming. I'm going to take that off because these are finna go outside. And there's some over here too. So I'm going to get something and scrape that off. Add some more soil. And I'm going to take these outside. Now the reason why these are doing this is because I took them into the garage. Remember I told you guys I had ordered some more bulbs. I needed some more bulbs. So in the garage they wasn't getting the proper lighting like they was getting here, like everything in here getting, because I don't have a grow light on out there for them. I don't have no light on out there. I had took the light bulb and bought it in here because I had more stuff. So I'm gonna take that, throw it away, add a little bit more soil, but these are going outside because they are frost tolerant. So I don't even need them in the house. I was nourishing them in, winging them, you know, taking them out a little bit. Today is like in its 50s, so it's a perfect day to start taking them in and out to like get them used to. But yeah, they're gonna definitely be out there. So that is a good example right there. Everything else don't have any problem. All the stuff that's in here under the grow lights, no problem. No mildew, anything like that. So no mold, none of that. So yeah, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I answered your questions and everybody else's questions that's probably been wondering about the mold and stuff like that, and growing indoors and the pests and all that. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, happy gardening. Bye.